If you've been feeling stuck, doubting yourself, or constantly waiting for the right time to go after what you really want, you're playing small. And deep down, you know it. Today, I'm calling it out and giving you three powerful ways to break free, not next year, not next week, but today. So stick around to the end. I'm pulling cards and channeling some bonus insights straight from the universe. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. You ready? Let's go. Welcome into This Is What's Next. I'm Mel Morris, your empowerment coach, tarot advisor, and spiritual hype woman. And around here, we're not shrinking to fit in. We're showing up bold, magical, and radically ourselves. And if you're ready to build self-trust, reclaim your voice, and step into the life that's calling you, hit the subscribe button because this is just the beginning. So let me start with sign number one that you're playing small. You keep asking for permission you don't need. You've got brilliant ideas, big dreams, wild visions, but before you act, you're looking sideways, you're checking for approvals from everybody around you, you're waiting for people to hit like on your posts, you're waiting for validation from other people. And sweetie, that's just a form of hiding. Here's the truth. You don't need anyone to anoint your worthiness. You already have the assignment. Self trust means choosing yourself without the world's applause. So let me give you your first quick action if you keep asking permission from others. Try this out. Next time you want to ask someone, what do you think? Pause and ask your intuition instead. Okay. So if you're not used to speaking to your intuition, this is your higher power, your spirit, your that little voice inside that's always pushing you in the right way. Take some time to ask yourself, ask that intuition, what do you think? Instead of asking someone else. Okay. Now, for my friends who like to journal or maybe do some mirror mantras, as I like to say, you can journal about or ask yourself, what does my soul say about whatever's going on in your life? Okay. Now, sign number two that you're playing small is you're overthinking instead of taking aligned action. So if this is you, let me lovingly call you out. This planning, you're not planning. You're procrastinating in a cute outfit. You don't need another course, another perfect strategy, another spreadsheet, another someday. You need to start, okay? Start sloppy, scared, sweaty, shaking in your boots, whatever, but you have to start taking some actions, even little baby steps. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from moving, it comes from taking action. You're never going to learn how to make adjustments, see what's going right or going wrong if you never start. Okay. So here's your quick action tip if you're overthinking instead of taking action. Post the thing. Okay. Whatever it is that you want to be doing, that you've been procrastinating about, that you've been putting off and planning for, post about it, okay? Book a session about it. If you need help from somebody else and you've been putting off asking for help, asking for advice from me or from anybody else, book the session, okay? Make the call. Start that messy magic right now. Sign number three that you're playing small. You dim your energy to make others comfortable. Whew, this one hits me kind of deep, right? Because I don't necessarily make other people comfortable over myself, but sometimes I will shy away from the limelight so that other people can shine. I do like to allow other people to step up, to say what they need to say. I love to encourage people, but sometimes I do that because I'm playing small in that moment. So you and I, we're intuitive people, right? We're bold. We get lit up inside about the things that are exciting to us. the projects that we have coming up. Maybe you've been taught, like me, that shining too bright can be dangerous, that people will think you're too loud or too weird or too much, or God forbid you take up too much space, right? But here's the truth: your too muchness is someone else's miracle. Every time you shrink, you deny someone else the magic of your energy, right? If you're not showing up and people can't hear what you have to say, how are they going to benefit? They're missing out. Stop depriving people of your magic. All right. So here's your quick action tip if you are dimming your energy to make others comfortable. Offer your opinion on one thing, one little thing, in the very next conversation that you have. Doesn't matter with who. If it's a friend, great, totally safe space. If it's a coworker, just offer an opinion. It doesn't need to be controversial. It doesn't need to be an argument. You can agree with the other person. Just be conscious of speaking up about what you're thinking and notice how it feels, right? We're practicing stepping up for ourselves, taking just a second of time to be in the spotlight. And the more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes. All right. So let's ground all this in some universal energy. I'm going to pull a few cards from this is the Universal Rider Waite Tarot deck. This is kind of a old school, not the first deck, obviously, but it's been around a long time. So let's see what the universe wants to share with us. And I'm going to be asking what we need to know about playing small right now, as you watch this. Okay. This is a message about what you need to know about how you've been playing small. Okay. I'm going to pull two cards. The first is the devil card. Okay. Now don't freak out. It's not the actual devil if you believe in that. This is about bad habits, right? This is about hanging on to things that are not helping you. This is about surrounding yourself with people who are not supporting of you. This is about hanging out with people who might be bringing you down, right? Who might be asking you to go party and hang out and do stuff that is not going to be helpful towards what you're trying to build, what you're trying to work. This can be about addictions. And when I say addiction, I'm not just talking about, drugs or alcohol, but the things that we are so accustomed to doing, to poor behaviors that we have just gotten comfortable with doing and haven't changed. This card is about recognizing those things, recognizing where you're pausing yourself, the bad habits that you're continuing to move forward with, that are preventing you from really living this life that you want, really making these decisions that you want to be making. And next to that, we have the Four of Wands. And this is about taking the time to celebrate, right? If you are like me and like to hype other people up and collaborate with other people, this is the perfect card that is really about allowing yourself to push yourself out there right next to that person, right? To celebrate together, to enjoy life together. If you don't want to just do it by yourself right now, maybe the opportunity is to do it collaboratively with somebody else. Okay. And I'm going to just look underneath, and here we've got the Four of Cups. So this, to me, when I look underneath, is kind of the what we need to know in addition, like what's underneath this layer that we're asking this energy about. And the Four of Cups is really about, especially in this deck, if you see this person is like so stubbornly looking at those cups on the bottom and focused on those, that they're ignoring this cup that's like magically coming out from the universe. They're ignoring this gift that is being handed to them because they're so focused in this other area. And for us this week, this is, back to that planning. You're sitting around and planning or thinking and waiting for the perfect opportunity, the sign from the universe to show up. This is the sign, right? There's signs all around you that you are probably missing out on because you're so stuck in this, planning, waiting to see. All right. So Cut it out. The universe is trying to give you more of what you've been asking for. You just don't have the space to see it right now because you're caught up with this other stuff. Okay. So now that you know the signs, right, and you know what to look for, you know how to make these changes, what's your next move going to be? Put down in the chat what is your next move going to be? Or if you try one of these quick tips, I want you to tell me how it felt, right? Did it help shift anything in you? Was it too uncomfortable? Tell me all about it. I want to hear about it, okay? And if you're done shrinking and ready to claim your power, you can always book an appointment with me. We'll uncover what's blocking you and connect to the energy that you need to help rise up right now. So check the link in the bio. It's right there. You can book with me anytime. And also, there's another resource when you need a little extra dose of fire to fuel your next steps. Check out this guided meditation to unlock your inner motivation and get you laser focused. All right. So click it and feel that shift right away. So don't forget to subscribe for these weekly truth bombs, energy resets, and all the tools to rise into your next level. And make sure to check out the next video. I'm going to be talking about radical self belief to keep that momentum going. All right. So until next time, stop asking for permission to be powerful, stay bold, and stay magical, y'all.